So I made a skirt. I am making a bodycon shirt, long sleeve, so I can wear it underneath my skirt and also wear it with some jeans and everything else, because I really want a long sleeve shirt to go with my jeans, but I don't want it to ride up or anything. So I got two skirts. They're maxi skirts, but this one is like a knitted one. It's got a little bit of a knit pattern to it, and it's a long maxi skirt. And I got this one to do a gray one, or to do a gray skirt, but I'm going to try and do this one first and make this into a bodycon shirt, and we'll just go from there. So let's get on to cutting. Okay, so I'm gonna measure a lot. I'm gonna measure like shoulder to shoulder to get the width of it, which is perfectly the width that I need it by. And then I need to measure the width of my neck and basically go around my neck. It's 13 inches, and take half of that and make the neck hole, which is going to be really small. I don't want it too big or anything. And I'm going to take a special tool. It's a special tool that's round, and I'll use that. And then I'm going to measure from the neck hole down to like my crotch area, and we're going to go a little bit back, and that's 25, so I need it to be 25 in inches, which is perfect. That's about right here. And then you cut kind of like a rounded spot for the legs, which I believe if you just take your thighs and go around like 22 inches, and then that would be 11 inches if you put it in half, and then you go on both sides. So measure. So I am 36 inches around, or 36 and a half, let's just do that. So half of 36, is it 6? It can't be 6. 18. So we're going to make sure that it's, okay, maybe we don't have to cut it then. It's already going to be tight. So we're just going to cut a panty line, and we're going to cut a neck hole, and then we have to cut into this to make the armholes a little bit, and that's what we got for right now. But we also need to measure like where the waist, or no, we don't have to measure where the waist starts. It's basically just panty lines and a neck hole, and that should be honestly it. So we're gonna find the middle up here. About right here is going to be our middle. And center. I just have that chalk. Okay. Alright, that's our neckline. We're only going to cut the front, that big neck hole. And in the back, we make a smaller one. Now, our armpits. Alright, so to make the armholes, I used my little mock-up pattern to kind of go by the depth, or how wide, or no, how long I should have the armholes. And once I figured out how long the armholes were, I took my French rulers or my curve rulers, and these, you don't have to have any specific, like, I just use these to get that shape of the armholes, and it works every time super well. Just make sure that both sides are matched up pretty well. I matched it up from the markings on the ruler. There's really no rhyme or reason. I just, whatever looked right, I just eyeballed it. Highly recommend getting these. They're on Amazon. They're very cheap, very flimsy, but they do the job, and I love every single one that I got. And that number that I got, 25 from the neck down to the crotch area, that's what I'm doing right now. So that was 25 inches that I'm measuring, and I'm just putting the line, and that's where like the bottom of the bodysuit will be, aka where the buttons will be at the bottom. I did not show the buttons, but that could be a whole different video of how I show the clasps. But once I found out where the bottom of the crotch or the bodysuit was, I then wanted to see where the armhole to my hips would be, and that's how I would measure the sides. So where I wanted the panty part to start on my hips or end on my hips, I would mark that, and that would be my line from the crotch area to my hip area. And this is me cutting it out. I just make like a little bit of a curve, or you can just go straight with it. It really doesn't have to be any particular way. If you do a curve, you're just gonna have a cheeky look, and if you go straight, it's gonna cover most of your butt. So whichever you would like. Folding it in half is going to make it more symmetrical, so I highly recommend doing that. This is me cutting out one of the sides because I forgot that one side had a fold on it, or I cut on the fold, so that I had two seams, one on each side, to be symmetrical. I ended up cutting that fold apart, so that's why I did that. So I did end up using part of the French ruler to create a curve. So what I did was kind of start that curve off and then straightened out the rest of it. And what I should have done is gone in a little bit more, because the buttons at the bottom ended up being too loose, or I had a lot of space from, you know, the bottom of the bodysuit. So make sure that you always cut more so that, you know, you don't cut less. If you cut less, everything's gonna drag down, and you don't want a bodysuit that drags down or rides up or anything like that. So you want to make sure that part is perfect. Okay, I had my jean needle in here, so I had to put it back and get into my, well, crap, I would say jersey needle, but those seem to have left the building, because I have jersey and a stretch needle, 80-12, this one's an 80-12 in here, so I'm going to take this one out and switch it for a jersey needle. That way the thickness of this needle is not going to tear it up or tear up the material, and we'll have a better seam and stitch. So put that back, and we're going to sew the tops and the side. The bottom we're gonna wait, because I'm gonna do a special like clasp stuff down there, but we will be hemming the bottom pieces. We're just not gonna connect them together yet. We will also be doing a zigzag stitch, so that too. Okay, before I get started on making a neckline or doing either a turtleneck or keeping the neckline the same, I'm going to cut out the sleeves. Hopefully we have enough. So yeah, because I think we have enough if I do one sleeve at a time, but I don't know. I think we will have enough room. I just got to do like a sleeve on this side and then a sleeve on that side. So that's what we're gonna do, but I need, I would say, some reference. Or you know what? The reference is these. So I'm gonna match these up. And that's the armholes to make the armholes for the sleeves. So what I'm going to do is do a little bit of an armhole right here. We're gonna have to flip it because I want that part to be right there. Because what you want is for this same shape to go into the So adding the seams to the arms and then leaving the arms right side out, but leaving the bodysuit wrong side out. You want to put the sleeves inside the bodysuit and line up the armpits and make sure the bottom seam matches up with the side seam. Bottom seam of the arms match up with the side seam. And you want to make sure the top matches with the top and the sides match with the sides, and that's where you pin. And then you want to stretch the arms all the way around from pin to pin so that it stays stretchy and it doesn't stay too tight. Do the same thing on the other arm. So this is attempting to add the turtleneck or to make a turtleneck. I used what little material I had left, and my dumb butt didn't at least try to put this piece over my head, but I ended up cutting like a square piece or a rectangular piece, you know, making it kind of like a square piece. I should have put at least of a curve, or if I ever did this ever again, you put a curve at the bottom and just go straight up from that curve and just make it really long so that you can fold it down, and that's how you have a turtleneck. And you can either do one or two ways. You can make it super tall and fold it in half so you have a soft looking turtleneck, or you can do what I did, put a hem at the very top of the turtleneck and it just kind of stays up straight. And I was trying to make it really fitted and have a tight like turtleneck around my neck instead of it being loose. And as you can see in a little bit, it did not turn out that way. at all. But with the same thing you did with the sleeves, you do with the turtleneck. You want the wrong side of the bodysuit outside and the right side of the turtleneck part on the inside, facing each other. So basically right sides together, and you're gonna, sew all around that neck, making 4 points and stretching them out, and that's how you get your neck. But it didn't turn out right. Okay, so that does not fit. So we're gonna make a zipper down the back and see if that helps. So yeah. Okay, my head is just way bigger than I thought it was. I just tried to redo it, and no. So we're going to just cut a bigger hole, and hopefully I can get my head through it, because I thought it was stretchier, but I guess not. My head's just big. So what we're going to do is just do a basic neck. We're not going to do a turtleneck because I don't have any bigger pieces for a turtleneck. I just wish, I don't know. If I had a longer zipper, it probably would have worked out. No, because the zipper's already closed. I would say I could open the back a lot more, but nope. So we're just going to cut a bigger neck hole. So to fix my mistake, I cut below that seam on the neckline, and then I just folded it over and created another hem, or a hem around the neck, and I did like a 1/4 inch hem, and it fixed it. Okay, it is really tight, but isn't that what a bodysuit's supposed to do? So, super tight. I didn't get to do a turtleneck, but I think it's still gonna work out. I think it's still very flattering. It really sucks everything in for sure. So, this plus the skirt on top. Let me see if I could slip the skirt on top real quick. Okay. So, here's the top half. I think this is like perfect for Christmas. I love it. Especially this bodysuit. It's like really tight, but it is comfortable. I will not be able to pump in this, that's for sure. So I'll have to make sure I pump a good bit before I put this on. But shoulders feel really nice. I can actually, even though it's tight, I can move my shoulders pretty well. So at least we got the shoulders down. Arms are like perfect length. So there we go. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope your holiday season is as fashionable as mine, because I am feeling very confident. My baby is also about to lose their minds, and I need to finish some cups and taking some photos before I go inside for the day. So bye, I'll see you in the next video, and happy holidays.